I should just fucking talk. Okay. That's it. This is just straight talk. Gotta stop overthinking it. Like everything I do. Hey guys. So, it's been a while since I've been able to be on a more concrete upload schedule. And as such, I wanted to make a short video for you guys to apologize for that, but also to give you some context to where I've been the past month and a half or so. Normally, I try not to talk about too much personal shit on this channel, because at the end of the day, I want it to be more about the community that I'm trying to build and putting out something into the world that hopefully makes people laugh. But I also want to be transparent with you guys about what I've been going through, because I feel like you deserve that honesty. I've struggled with anxiety and depression for most of my life, and thankfully, I'm at a point now in my life where I have them under much better control. I can cope with them a lot better than I used to. But that still doesn't mean they're completely gone, because they're never ever completely gone. And especially lately, with just all the crazy shit going on in the world, and all of the hatred that you see everywhere. Just being surrounded by that constantly can get you into a really dark place sometimes. And sometimes it's just not the easiest to get into the mindset that you need to be in order to record videos, or to even have the desire or ability to create something, because sometimes you can get so just wrapped up in your own emotions and your own mind that it can be really hard to break down those walls. Another big part of it for me has been just this nagging feeling, and I know it's my perfectionism. I know it's just in my mind, but there's just this nagging feeling that no matter what I do, I'm never doing enough somehow, or my content isn't as good as I want it to be. But I've realized I can't let that stop me from making content, because that's the only way I'm ever going to get better at it. And that's the only way I'm ever going to learn from what doesn't work and refine what I make into something that I can be more proud of. That is another big reason that it's been really hard for me to get into the groove of recording videos. It makes it really hard to be motivated to create new content when half of the time there's those trucks in the background just constantly coming through at like integral moments and just ruining the take. And it might not be that huge of a deal to a lot of people, but like I said, from the way that I am with my perfectionism, it really bothers me, and it makes it hard to focus on what I'm trying to do and what I'm making. But that's another thing that I'm not going to let keep me from doing what I want to do, which is, especially in these times of darkness, trying to put more good into the world, even if it's just by making somebody laugh at something stupid, or rambling on about acceptance and trying to find common ground and whatever philosophical bullshit I spout off, because I know I can't change the world. I know I can't do it alone, especially. There's nothing that special about me that can force the world to change for the better. But that doesn't mean I can't try. And that doesn't mean I can't, at the very least, try to get other people to also try. Because that's the only way it's ever going to get better. Is by everyone trying to work together towards, at the very least, being decent to other people. But also calling out people that aren't. I mean, I remember when Nazis were the bad guys. You know why? Because that's still fucking today. And I'm not even gonna get into that. But it's shit like that that I see constantly on the news that's made me lose a lot of faith in humanity lately. But at the same time, I can't allow myself to lose faith completely. And I can't just give up and bury my head in the sand because I'm living through a time period that happens to be stressful, or happens to have all this shit going on in it. Because where does that get anybody? I'm not gonna let that shut me up, and I'm not gonna stay trapped inside my mind anymore. I'm gonna go back to working on bringing more content to this channel more regularly, and hopefully making people laugh. I'm not gonna start rambling about politics. I'm not gonna start doing any of that shit. Some of it might find its way into my videos from time to time because I'm not gonna censor myself either. I'm not gonna stray away from pointing out my views on how the world is, how I believe it should be. But at the same time, I'm not gonna try to shove that down anybody else's throat. I guess all I'm really trying to say, because at this point this is just an incoherent mess of rambling and this is going to be really fun to try to edit together, all I'm really saying is, fuck Nazis. Fuck anybody that tries to harm others or infringe upon the rights of others simply because of something they can't help, like skin color, gender, anything. But also, if you're gonna talk shit and you're going to spread hateful, bigoted stuff, free speech does not mean that nobody can call you out on your bullshit either. Anyways, I don't know how this got so off track. My point is, well, I'll be back with more content more regularly in the near future. Hopefully funny. I've also been doing some music in the meantime as well, because it's been hard for me to focus on the comedy aspect of things, but the music aspect has been a little bit easier to get my emotions out and just mess around with stuff. So that is probably some of the footage you're actually seeing right now, is me, a time-lapse of me creating the song that will be playing at the end of this video. Shameless plug, Soundcloud is in the description. I'll be posting random music I create there. Other than that, I don't really know what to tell you guys. I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I feel like the month or so away was a necessity to me from a mental health standpoint, and to kind of figure out myself and figure out how I'm gonna deal with things going forward. Because like I said, it's been really hard for me lately, just seeing all the hatred in the news constantly. Seeing my country going through such a unstable time. It's one of those things you never really think it's ever gonna happen to you, or that you're gonna have to live through. But when you do have to, it really can change your outlook on things and force you to grow. And I think that's why I had to really take a step away from my channel for a while and just focus on living my life before who knows. Just like that truck tumbling down the road. That was a horrible choice of words. Just like that truck tumbling down the road. You never know when it's gonna be over. You never know what could happen. Tomorrow's never promised to any of us. And because of that, I feel like it's more important now than ever to try to live life to the fullest. And part of that, for me, means creating stupid content online for people to laugh at and hopefully spread some sort of positive message whenever I can through doing that. And inspiring other people to not be afraid to take the chances to make that effort themselves. Because I feel like we're all so afraid now more than ever to try to connect with other people. But I feel like now more than ever it's one of the most important things that we need to do. To build bridges instead of walls. On that note, I hope you guys have a good night. I hope this didn't come across as too preachy, and be good to each other out there. It's a great big crazy old world we live in, and I feel like we all need a little more empathy lately. Have a good night, guys.